I'm so happy about all this Epstein cover-up bullshit because it means Trump doesn't have enough bandwidth or attention to keep fucking with tariffs and screwing up the economy. So, stocks are climbing. Stocks are climbing. Stop paying attention to the Epstein files and get your investment portfolio right, people. It's the real distraction. Like, why is Verizon climbing before markets even open today? That's fucking annoying. I want to be able to buy. But no, it bumped up. Which means when markets open, it's probably going to take a dip. You don't want to sell. Yeah, Monday. As soon as markets open, eye it. You can do any day trading, add in later because it'll adjust. But Monday morning, ooh, emotional Monday morning. Got like hour and 40 minutes where we got to really watch that shit. Bam. All right. So the objective for today is to try and finish chapter 5. I'm not crazy about chapter 5. Chapter 5 just is there. Suppose I need to connect more. Chapter 4, chapter 5. Hopefully an epic novel, something to take part in the humanities and chat back at mankind from the past at some point. Something I've been working on for way too damn long. You look like Joe Syrian, the girl muttered. Let me help him reply to the sideways glance and sneer the show thing. Yeah, I hope so. It's a big undertaking. And nothing at the exact same time, but that's the humanities, right? It's like Gilgamesh. You start out talking about how awesome your walls are, go out, have an epic adventure, gain immortality, lose immortality, all knowledge, come back, and at the end of the book say, yeah, but look at these walls that I made. So it's all very cyclical. But good cathartic writing. A lot of release for me and hopefully for other people in the future. It'll connect with something, and yeah. Thanks. With that, his attention was brought back to the rubble in the same absent-minded way he had remembered to save her. What's up, Scaly Vision? Placing a hand to his mouth, he cupped it and shouted into the wreckage. Hate spreader. Come here, buddy. That's not how you spell come here. What's up, Lou? You itchy? You melodic. Yeah, add that one to dictionary. Heat spreader. How did I spell this before? I hate going back. Yeah. Nope. That's how I did it. Okay. Hyphen. I did it with a hyphen and two big letters. Bam, 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 bam. That's how you spell hate spreader. With spread. Nope. 8 spreader. Eight spreader, where are you, pal? Oh shit, that's not right. Intense warmth. See, the beauty of doing all this is I can just pop it all into ChatGPT in order to clean everything up for me and help with my flow and syntax and stuff like that. So working out forever, but AI is a wonderful blessing putting this stuff together. Let's see. Husband like in the darkness of the dawn, he flexes his jacket and shake up the dust, and the sun shyly peeked in the horizon. All right, let's see how much of a mess this really is structurally. Copy. Go to ChatGPT. Boom. Yeah, and Control V. See what it says? So pick up and start writing for me. Remember, this is a critique. Edit. Here's a cleaned up and polished version of your passage, keeping your voice and intentions intact while tightening grammar, pacing, and clarity. Let me know if you'd like to refine further. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so great. It's so great. As soon as this stuff came out, the first thing I did, because everyone was like, "The devil is in it." Like, okay, well, let's try writing a poetry book from hell then. Because poetry is the devil's wine. So I just started loading subjects and stuff in there and started creating like hell's poetry book. Because I hate writing poetry. I don't know, it's a little cheap. Getting AI to do it, that's fun. In the darkness before dawn, Joss flexed his jacket, shaking off the dust. As the first shy rays of sunlight crept over the horizon, Jillian gasped. His hair, long, ink-black in shadow, shimmered into a brilliant shade of dark blue, cascading down his back in a length impossible for any man to maintain. "You look like Josirian," she muttered. The elf only offered a sideways glance and a sneer that revealed the glint of fang. Then, as absent-mindedly as he'd remembered to save her, his attention drifted back to the rubble. "Hey, what's up, having to?" Cupping his hand to his mouth, he called into the wreckage. "Hate spreader, come here, buddy." He clambered up the rocks, his voice turning melodic, almost sweet. "Hate spreader, where are you, pal?" Tilting his head, he listened for something only he could hear, then resumed hurling massive stones like bits of gravel. Nearby, the glowing blonde woman with fox-like tails, Yoti, rolled her eyes with theatrical disgust. She vanished in a self-consuming blue flame. "Eft!" Jost called, still shifting debris. In response, an orange flame bloomed beside Jillian, and another stranger stepped out. This one was golden too, but burnished, as if she'd lived a life pressed to the hearth. Her clothes were crisp white, and Jillian instantly and correctly guessed she was a chef. A single long tail gleamed in the sunlight, smooth and slightly translucent. I'll take that. Like a polished eel. Her hair flowed like molten metal, parting at her ears into delicate frilled fins, the color of cherry blossoms. Yeah, I'll take that. Her eyes were vast pools of glowing orange, like magma seen through glass, warm, bright, and bottomless. Absolutely. That works. Let me know what you'd like reworked next. I'm great with that. I like that. I like that quite a bit. That makes me sound smarter than I was. Control C, pop that in. Boom. Control D. Boom. With childish authority. I deserve a feast tonight. Make it happen. Something glorious. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Shiny, golden shiny woman vanished in a bow and another bloom of orange flame. Sweet. The lady in white. When she spoke, her voice was high and sweet. This is too much. As though ringing a bell. Ringing a tiny bell. Gracious bow. Is it a gracious bow? Maybe. Yes, master replied with a gracious bow. With that, the golden shining woman vanished, another bloom of orange flame. I like that. That one's playing. Almighty Nephilim picking through trash. Okay. Control C. Control V. Bam. This is already rich with persona. Yeah. Personality and flair is an edited version that polishes grammar, strengthens pacing, clarifies symmetry, and aligns tone with what you established for Josh and Jillian. After Josh called, still tossing aside chunks of debris. In response, an orange flame blossomed beside Jillian, and another stranger stepped out. She was golden too, but in a burnished way. It works. Control C. Nope. Nope. Damn. Oh, hey. There we go. Fuck, I just got a job, it looks like. I've been hired by Appen. Okay, let's see what that's going to be about. And I farted. Oh, I feel better in two ways now. Um, Squealed. Squeal. Control V. This is it. There's a lot of references being dropped in this chapter. This passage is incredibly rich with personality, humor, menace, and vivid imagination. The tone is strong and consistent with the chaotic charisma of Joss while adding intriguing characters and dynamics. Here's an edited version with only light tightening for flow, clarity, punctuation, and emphasis. Notes follow the revision. Excuse me. And another woman appeared beside Jillian. This one didn't arrive in a blaze. She slinked from the shadows. Her gleaming eyes already fixed on the roguish elf, rummaging through rubble. She was dark and glistening, with yellow bands stretched across her segmented body like armor. Most disconcerting were her 6 spindly, sharp-looking arms, and the 8 squinting eyes that dotted her face and forehead, all narrowing at the almighty Nephilim picking through trash. Her voice was deep, gravelly, and tired, the voice of someone who had been yelling at him for centuries. "Did you tear your jacket again, Justinian?" All 6 of her tiny, sharp hands rested on her hips as she shouted up at him. "Only a little," he called down, still focused on his task. "Come on, Hate. I can't do all the work here. Come to me, pal." There was a shifting of rubble near his feet, and then something emerged from the heap. A sword, made from bones and nightmares, began dragging itself forward by its own pommel. It inched over the fallen castle like a monstrous caterpillar, and Joss followed behind, apologizing as he walked. "I'm sorry, buddy. I got distracted saving some kid. You know how I get." The blade gurgled or ground out a response, or perhaps it was just the noise of bones scraping stone, but the elf nodded as if understanding perfectly. "Next time, pal, I swear. I owed Asmodeus that ass-kicking, and you would have ended it too quickly." He stopped short, straightened up, and yelled to the sky. "It was not excessive or gratuitous." A pause, then muttering, "No, it wasn't. It was justice," he said, making exaggerated air quotes. By now the blade had gotten away from him, inching closer to Jillian with every grasping lurch. She saw it clearly now. The pommel was a black skeletal hand, and the hilt the bones of a twisted arm. Its eye twisted and locked onto her with evil glee as it braced, ready to pounce. Joss lunged and scooped it up, grinning. "There you are, buddy. Now remember," he smacked the flat of the blade against a stone at Jillian's feet. The stone cracked. The demon sword squealed in pain. "Behave." Comment and suggestions. "You've nailed the strange mix of grim and whimsical. Joss comes off as dangerous but absurd, with shades of Jack Sparrow meets Hellboy." Yeah. Clarity. I clarified small things like pummel, from, and added or adjusted commas to improve rhythm and sentence pacing, visual and emotional build. The demon sword slowly crawling towards Jillian adds suspense. Your original description was strong. I just leaned into the pacing for maximum tension before the comic release. Characters. The Hate Spreader is a fantastic addition. Visually unsettling but functionally familiar. Her tired voice adds contrast to the more flowery Eft. I'm ready to cut, paste. Some didn't arrive in a blaze. She slid from the shadows, her gleaming eyes fixed. on the road show from the rebel form was Slick and Chitonis. No one's gonna know what the fuck that means. I can't say Chitonis. I like it, but that's not gonna work. My audience, my wife, will not want to have to look up words to know what I'm saying. Let's go with the original. Control V. I think that's good for today. I wanted to finish this, but this chapter is getting longer than I wanted it to be. Actually, what am I looking at? This is page... One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, I gotta end this here. This is, yeah, 6 or 7. So I gotta wrap this up. But it's also time for me to start my day. All right. Peace out. Thank you, everybody who's joined me today. I appreciate the comments. Witnessing me work on this. Tomorrow morning, I'm finishing this chapter. I know how it ends. It's just a little space. I'm thinking like half a page, and then getting into chapter 6. Yeah. This is a weird chapter. This is a really weird chapter. I came up like high drama, and I already hit like a climax, and then this is actually sort of a down and a lot of exposition. There's so many characters being introduced in this section. It is ridiculous. And I think that could be an issue. I've got formally introducing Hate Spreader. I introduced the concept of Joserian, who is Justinian's grandfather. Mention that his name is not Jost, but Justinian for the very first time. I have 3 spirits coming in. And then there's whatever the fuck he's talking to in his head. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of characters just being dumped in, and then I gotta, like, kind of scatter them like they don't really matter, sort of, and then keep bringing them back. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this section. But yeah, I got a few more paragraphs to finish. So, mañana. Tomorrow morning, folks. All y'all have a fantastic day. And try to do something good with it. With the time that you got. If you can be 1% better every day, after a whole year, you'll turn your whole life around. Some of us don't have that much time, though. So...